Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead. Now, keep in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So make sure to check out your other placements because you could have messages in those readings as well. And sort of take the whole picture together that way. All right, my friends. Oh, interesting. This card, not for you, has been coming out for the last few readings. Very interesting. Sagittarius, there's something here. We're going to keep this out like this. That's not for you. Let's see what's going on here. What is the energy around the week ahead for Sagittarius? We're seeing poised, which is like you're ready, you're confident. You've imagined something, you're ready, you're confident, and it's faded. Okay, my friends, but there is an element here that's not for you. There's something here that it's almost like you're imagining something in a certain way. And it feels to me like it's not going to happen the way you've imagined it. There's something else cooking here. You know, when I see the faded card, to be fair and imagine, I feel like there is something far greater than what you feel is for you. There's something far greater than that here. And it's almost like one of these divine intervention, divine redirection situations where this might not be part of your plan, but it's far more than you could have ever imagined. Okay. And so it's very interesting here, some fated outcome that you're feeling ready for, but it's not exactly how you imagined it. There's some shift here that's making it a little bit different than the way you may want it to happen or have imagined it to happen, or, you know, it almost goes against your plan a little bit here, which is very interesting. But I feel like you're very ready. You're really ready to sort of dive a little deeper here. And it's almost like you feel very confident in your own skin for the first time in a long time. And you're starting to see what's not for you and what is for you. And it's interesting because I feel like there's something here that you may have thought of in a certain way, but it's actually far greater than that. Yeah, this is very interesting. Let's jump into the tarot cards and get some clarification here for you, Sagittarius. Death card. Yeah, so there's something transforming here. And again, it feels right away, like I was saying, it feels like it's not exactly what you thought, but it's far more transformative than you could have ever imagined. And it's faded, and it's fair. And it's for you. Now that you're finally sort of feeling like yourself and you feel connected to yourself. I shouldn't say finally, but I feel like it's been a while. You haven't really felt connected to your true self in a while, it feels like. So that's why I say finally you're at this place where you feel a lot of connection to your path and yourself. But man, oh man, it's almost like there's something here that you're like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm working towards. And it's almost like Spirit is like, oh boy, this is going to blow their socks off once they realize that it's far greater than what they ever imagined. This is huge. This is huge. And it could come about very suddenly and very soon. It feels like there is this, these cards just fell on the floor, so it's hard to know what direction they came in, but I'm almost feeling like there is this culmination of an experience. Sort of you're integrating so much wisdom. For some of you, it could involve another person has sort of been helping you understand something, or through a relationship with someone, you're starting to see something. And then we've got this Seven of Wands here. So it makes me think that there's a part of you that's, you're standing up for yourself. You understand who you are now, and you're standing up for yourself. And I feel like this is all faded. Like this has been the plan in this lifetime all along, that you get to this place. And I feel like you've done the work to get to a certain point, and you've been visualizing the outcomes and you're trying to embody those outcomes now, and you're doing all of the work. And then it's almost like suddenly everything falls into place and you realize that there was something out there that you were pursuing that's actually not for you, and that there's something far greater that you're actually going to stand up for and be like, this is it. This is it. This is really interesting, but it feels like you have to accept that there is something that's not for you. Okay, so that's sort of the devil in the detail here, my friends, is that there is something that has to sort of end in order for this to take place. It's almost like you're going to realize very clearly and very transformatively that something has to be let go of. A pain in your heart needs to be released because it's not for you. There's something far greater here than whatever this represented to you. You know, this is ending. This is separating you from an energy that's no longer for you. And I feel like intuitively you know that what I'm saying is real. We see here the Tower, the Devil, the Eight of Wands, all sitting behind this card. So this is going to bring in a big truth that's needs to be exposed. And then you're going to have to sort of detach yourself from this expectation that this was going to sort of work out. Whatever is happening here is fated. This is all giving you the green light that says, keep going, keep trusting, keep transforming, keep integrating, and keep standing up for what feels right to you. Because, man, I feel like you're at this place where, yes, there is something ending and closing out. And this might have been what you were anticipating. And it's, it's not for you. And that's okay. Because what is for you, I think, is going to astonish you. You know what I mean? There is a separation here from some energy. It feels like for some of you, this could be a relationship or a hope that a relationship would begin, or this idea of reunion, or this idea of reconciliation. In some cases, there was a very sharp ending to something here that is, it's necessary. It's necessary. And I feel like it could come as a shock at first, but then I feel like you're going to feel empowered because there's something astonishing on the heels of this ending. Let's clarify these cards for Sagittarius. The Death card. Yeah. Look at this. You've got the Two of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Moon card coming out to clarify. So that really tells me that there's like a Cinderella moment here. Yeah, I love this card in reverse, the Two of Wands, because it's almost like things come together. I think of it as the Cinderella card because it's sort of like things just come together magically, unexpectedly, and in a way that is astonishing, and it has to do with your inner child healing from something. Sagittarius, something that's not for you. You may have really thought that this was going to be the answer, but there's so much more going on than you realize. That's the astonishing factor here, but it's also bringing in a little anxiety, right? The Moon card brings in this sort of idea that you have to trust where you're going when it's in the dark and you can't see the outcome. You can't see around the corner. You just have to trust that it's fated and that you're being moved along a path right now that you're is meant for you, but it also is releasing you from things that are not meant for you. And sometimes we get attached to those things because we think that's, that's what we need. But it's interesting. I feel like you're being moved into an ending here. With the Death card, the World card, this not for you energy, this Three of Swords, it's like you're going to be able to see the full perspective here. There's the High Priestess guiding you to trust this and to sort of move along the path of this Wheel of Fortune here, because, this is all moving you somewhere new. This is taking you to a new place, something that's fair, something that is expansive and transformative. It's really going to help you see yourself in a new way. And I feel like you'll stand up for yourself. You'll defend this. Yeah, that's so interesting. There's that Three of Swords and the Death card coming through again in clarification. So this is something that at first you might reject. You might reject this and sort of resist it. But ultimately, it's going to bring in this sort of like almost financial prosperity and abundance, and also security and in yourself. Like I feel like you're really going to know yourself more at the end of this process. There's the Queen of Pentacles. So it's very grounding and healing. I feel like you're going to be able to rely on yourself. You're going to be very confident. And I feel like there will be this emotional sort of detachment that needs to take place so that you can move forward on this new path. And there's the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, followed by the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. It's so interesting, Sagittarius. All the cards are sort of giving us this impression here that there is a big shift moving your way, but it is taking something with it. It's taking something with it that's not for you, and you're being guided to release that emotional connection and to sort of stay calm. Don't get pulled into the drama of this. Just allow this to pass. Allow this to pass and clear out anything that's no longer for you, because you're getting this Eight of Wands green light to say, just keep moving. Let this happen. Let this happen, because you're going to see things very differently once the storm settles. You're going to be riding on top of the waves, not pulled down beneath the surface. If anything, I feel like you can expect your greatest and your biggest, wildest ambitions to come true. And you're just going to be sort of in a place where you see it all unfold and you're just watching it unfold. But you've got to trust it. Don't go in after it. If the tower starts to fall, don't go in the sea running after it. Hang out, watch it happen. Trust that this is all clearing the path for something huge for you, but you've got to release that emotional attachment. Whoa, what a fascinating reading for you, Sagittarius. It's a scary time in a sense. There's some fear here, there's some anxiety here, but ultimately I feel like there's freedom here. You're being set free from something. And yes, you have an emotional attachment to it, but I think very soon you're going to see the sense of freedom and release and the opportunity, this astonishing opportunity. What an interesting reading. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been helpful. If it's resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find that information in the description below. And as always, my friends, I look forward to reading for you again soon, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.